pastor here for 3 years. The membership is probably about 30. We probably average between 15 and 20 on Sundays. Well, right now we're just basically doing everything we can, pinching pennies, saving money, trying to put as much away to keep things moving, to make improvements, repair work. All of the buildings here on the property need some extensive work, and so we're just making sacrifices wherever we can to take care of it and preserve it.
And considering, of course, there's a land dispute and whatnot and what's going on, and, you guys have been in talks for quite a little bit, ever since the split in 2021, but of course it kind of picked back up in 2024. And so what has you guys concerned just to begin with?
Well, just the concerns for us is obviously we want to maintain the congregation. It's been here since the 1860s. And we want to maintain these buildings. Obviously, there's a lot of historical nature here. The chapel is a Texas historic site. The land itself has a separate historic marker on it for an American Revolutionary soldier that is buried here. And so we want to honor that history by maintaining what was important to them. And so we've done a lot of negotiating and trying to talk and trying to figure out a path. And we're still hopeful and praying that that will happen.
Right, yeah. Playing, say, the what if game for a second. Say, all this comes to come by and they do force you guys to leave. What will you guys as a congregation hopefully meet somewhere else in a different location, maybe look for another building and whatnot?
Yeah, we've absolutely thought about that and praying about it and trying to be very practical, as well as having faith that God's going to take care of it. The church body, the congregation, will not disband. We will find an alternative location and just continue to do the work that we believe God wants us to do. We just feel like it's optimum, and again, respectful to those who sacrifice so much for this location and this property to continue to do that work right here. The best case outcome would be that there can be a good place found on all sides, and that's what we had been working for and towards the last couple of years. And but like I said, at the end of the day, we just want to honor God. We want to love on people, love the community of Hallsville, and do the right thing. And so, our best case scenario is just to continue doing what we believe God wants us to do. The congregation is certainly drawn closer together. We understand that we're all in this together. No matter what the ultimate outcome is, we want to do what's right. We want to honor God. We want to continue building a strong bond together between one another and just loving God and loving people. And so those baseline drivers are what is continuing to draw us closer as a congregation, come what may.
They said, we will preserve this historical site no matter what happens. This is something that we will take in our care, say if they do get the land and whatnot. Mm-hmm. So in that way, and thinking about the history of this place just in particular, is that a little more soothing for you guys?
Well, absolutely. I think it's very important that the history be preserved and protected. But again, if everything is handled properly, that wouldn't necessarily ever be in question. And so, yeah, it is comforting to know that they at least have that intent in word. And so, yeah, I'm thankful to hear that part. We want to obviously fix the buildings that, again, need much repair. We want to get that repaired, this is God's property ultimately, and we want it to honor Him. So it needs to look the best it can for Him. We over the past few years, we've done food banks, we've done children's activities, youth activities, things that make a great impact in the community. So we want to not just continue those things, but we want to expand those things. Again, our ultimate heart is that we just want to love on the people of this community, and we want to love God and love them, and we want to just expand on those things and just continue to do as much as we can do to make an impact for Christ in this place and in this area. We want people to know that this, for us, is not about money. It's not about land, power, or control. It's about loving God, serving the community, loving people where they are, and giving them a place they can come and worship and just find out who God wants them to be.